Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Lost Eidolons. Now, if you saw the last episode, and I really hope you did, then you'll know that I had to leave off in the middle of a battle. The last episode suffered numerous interruptions and technical difficulties, and I ended up having to spend about 4 hours on and off recording and then splicing 5 videos together in the end to make up the whole thing. So I'm in the middle of a battle, which looked like it was going to be a very long final battle. So let's dive right back into it. And if you haven't watched the last episode, please, stop this one, go watch the last one, come back and watch this one for context. I had a bug with the memento box where I had to completely replay most of the camp section off camera to get it to behave correctly. Yeah, that took a while. So this battle is a pursuit. I'm not going to call it a race because it's not a race. It's a slow race, slow pursuit with enemies seeking to slow me down. And this all looks very bad for Clara, especially as we can't get through here. So what can we...
They never learn.
Understood.
Oh, right. Could go in here and drop a heal. That'll have to do, won't it? We have potions, but Lila is very dangerous. So, I'll reiterate. Our goal here, and we've barely progressed from our starting point. We're on turn what? Turn 3 of 40, and we've already used 5 of our 13 undos. This is not ideal. From this point onwards, I'm going to use undos to redo entire turns. I'm not going to do them to correct simple mistakes. Our goal is to prevent Ballastar before he reaches the boat and sails away. His goal is to reach the boat and sail away, or defeat Eden. Now, the battlefield here is a long and winding mountain path that goes a long way this way. Don't worry, I'll come back to this in a moment. Round this bend, all the way back this way, and we can't just climb down the cliffs with some kind of ropes or ladders or magic spells or something, unfortunately. So it goes all the way around here. There is the hint of a path here. Obstructed. That's obstructed as well. Okay, so we can't even stand there. That's interesting. It comes all the way around here, like a helter-skelter, down to the beach. And here, there is a boat hut and some docks with some boats. Now, Ballastar's escape point is not the docks here, but beyond the docks here. And we must prevent that from happening. Now, Ballastar's force is moving away from us at a slow and somewhat steady pace. You would expect them to put a bit of a move on, given our close proximity, but that's not the case. A third of his force stayed back here to defeat us. We've defeated the soldiers and one of the characters, the archer. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Lila and Godfrey remain and are likely to be a problem. We need to keep moving. Now, what's his name with his Emil, that's it, Emil with his mercenaries, and a surprising new Irish accent that he didn't have before, have arrived here to hold up Ballastar's force for probably about 2 turns, maybe 3, It depends on if they start moving through here as they finish them off, or if they stay to fight them or then start moving. But they've bought us a little time to catch up. Now, we might actually need to disengage and hot-foot it this way, with them following.
Simple enough.
Okay, that's close. What if I get off the horse? No, doesn't help. Because the horses don't like the rocky mountain path, so I could just go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I go 1, 2, 3. So I'd only get to about there if I did. If I go in here, it would slow me down for next turn. I could go right here, though. He is on a horse. But that's a counter, so that's not good. I could just go there and do nothing, because he is taunted by Francisco. And I am needing to move, so sure. Let's try that. This could be disastrous. I hope it's not. I mean, this will be pretty disastrous for Emil and his men. He's got to know what he's letting himself in for. Yep, massive damage. Now, this is using up abilities that they won't be able to use against us. Also, I believe I've accidentally given Gilbert an incorrect spell, but I'm going to make use of it. And if I fail completely, I'll just be restarting the battle without that spell. Now, this Dark Blast has been pushing Emil's characters to the back of his group, which is good. It's pushed them out of further blast damage. That being said, it's not going to go... They will get a turn, and not all of these can get through. Oh, Gio, what have you done? What sacrifices have you made? It's almost like he's a bit of a non-entity. Just not... I don't want to say officious or audacious, but not pushy enough? I don't know. Almost makes him feel like a bit of a weak man who's not very good at making himself heard. Which doesn't feel right, because he's not weak. He's more sort of stoic. Now, so this has slowed him down by a few squares. And they have a healer to fit... Yep, our time. Now, I was thinking last night, because, yeah, I also ended up stopping recording about 10 to 5 in the morning last night, because I had to go shopping today as well. So this is essentially the next night. Godfrey's going to take a long time to defeat, so he will pursue us on a horse, which is faster than our defender, our vanguard, that is. Right, allies, do what you can. Do a bit of damage. Make up for the massive damage you took. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Now, what's she going to do? Ooh, Firestorm. Excellent. Spread that damage around. It's not quite as good as they did, but hey. They must have better resistance. That Warlock, bit of a high priority target. But then the enemy Warlocks don't take as many disabling spells as we have access to. And indeed as they have access to. Now, it's possible that we might not get full experience for any kills our allies make, but that's okay. This, experience points don't matter anymore. This is the last battle, and any levels or anything we gain after this one there's going to be no gameplay that'll be affected by them. So this is what we've got now, Alright. So, we need to stop Lila and stop her quickly, and we need to stop Godfrey. So, how far can Francisco go? Not very far while she's alive, so we'll have to do something about that at least. Right.
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
I'm going to vote for a fire blast, a pillar of fire. Okay.
I hear you.
And we can run up there and get over Dark Arrow. But wait.
Some questions are worth dying for.
That's better, because we need to move everyone, right? Including people at the back. Excellent.
Selena, I'm sorry.
In many ways you should be. Now, we could
see you
use
through.
Marshall to ride up and slingshot someone forward to around here and start blasting. However, that person will be exposed to a lot of pain and harm, and I would need to... I'd probably be looking at undo
Sure
after
thing.
that. But we do need to be covering ground. Same square, that's a problem. Right.
Oh boy.
So Pavlo can run up this way, but
Think deeply. Act quickly.
okay, we'll keep defending with Robert because he replenishes his energy when he does so. This lot, if this lot survive another turn, it'll be because the few people at the back here don't take a lot of damage. These are already dead. 31 health, probably dead. 40, 29. Maybe Sullivan might last a little bit longer. But basically, most of these are all in the water as well. Yeah. This lot are probably going this round, so we need to be moving up to as near as we can because we're not going to be able to catch up otherwise. So,
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
that is great haste. And drink a potion because it hurt like hell. Now,
And march towards tomorrow.
that is very close to being able to do nasties. And we do need the distance. Now,
Words veil daggers.
out of these three squares, this one is the closest to the corner over there. That's not a good distance for Johanna. We may need to move
I
her
will
after
bring
all.
justice to this land.
But this is not a good distance for a teleport. Riding up there and teleporting her next turn would be more effective. So at this point, this is all about...
Don't fight smarter. Fight harder.
Okay, we need to protect Albrecht.
Is that all you got? This is way easier than... No problem.
It's this square or that square. So if Francisco stays here to fight Godfrey, we're wanting to teleport him down from the rocky ridge from down here in a few turns' time.
Here comes Pablo.
Now that is decent damage. If I run up here... Yeah, I thought so. So I wait. Then if I go here,
Francisco the
is that going to do
Bold
it?
has arrived.
That's not going to do it. Why is it not going to do it? If I go to here... Wait. Here? Is it 2 or 3? Goading attack is range free, so I can goad him in. And tie him down here. Because now he can't move. And on my next turn I can retreat from him. And yes, I've still got the sniffles from last night. Yep, that's another healing wind spell. But again, this is all things that they won't have later on because they're using it. If we're going to stand a chance of stopping them, there's going to need to be something else beyond Emil's men slowing them down. And I don't know. The patch notes have said that this battle has been made easier. I do know a lot of people complained about this final battle. A lot of people found it virtually impossible to complete. I also know that a lot of people... Well, the developers reduced the difficulty of this battle, I believe, twice. And the most recent patch notes I could find on the battle is that events were added into the battle with choices that the player could make. I don't know if that's a translation issue. I don't know if it's events with choices the player gets to make in the events, or events based on choices the player has made. But these are, events added into the battle with choices that make the battle easier. And I would say the addition of Emil and his men here have definitely made the battle easier for us. By slowing down the enemy. It's bought us some time to catch up. And I'm imagining it's going to be a slow hobbling pursuit rather than a mad dash. With both armies utterly exhausted from lengthy campaigning. Which means we must be careful not to make the mistakes of desperation and fatigue. Why does it sound like it's playing Three Blind Mice? See how they run, see how they run. They all run off to the farmer's wife who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a thing in your life as three blind mice? Three blind mice. Three blind mice. One of the easiest tunes to play on the recorder. At least the beginning is, Right. So they did start moving across through the gap they have created, but they're not pushing in the direction they want to go. They are staying behind to finish people off, which is... Wait. I hope I know what that skill was. Oh, you. Really? Okay. So, an assassin has slunk back to hold us off. Go on, Emil, get some damage in there before you get absolutely murdered. Okay, he's going down to the counter. Oh, not good. Good man. A valiant sacrifice to keep up his leader. I don't know, 19 counter could still happen. Right. So, this man being here creates a movement problem around him.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
So we can go to here, teleport someone to that square, then they could move freely in this direction and wreak carnage on the back ranks. They could probably strike at this archer, possibly this bishop, and then get murdered by Merton, elite ranger. Yeah, so now is not a good time to go rushing in there just yet, especially as the damage they have taken is minimal. The enemy could push to about here this round, but they won't, because they're trying for the kills, so they'll push to about here. So really, we don't need to rush it too much just yet. We just need to absolutely obliterate this assassin with someone who's not in levers, so a plate armor type character. So not her.
Look who it is.
Although that is really good damage.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
Could ride up diagonal attack, that's a lot.
You got it, kid.
So we can't get Gilbert close enough.
As you wish.
Let's put it another way. Johanna can't do much here, but can she mess up a man on a horse with a shadow burst spell? Yes, she really can. Alright.
You see the trees. I see the forest.
Albrecht can't... Okay. Low-powered fireball. That'll do it. I don't see a way of getting 7 more damage easily. Okay, hold on. Because this is all about the push in this direction.
I can handle that.
Rushing up here? No, wait. Yeah, he can shoot you anyway, man.
No
Do it.
sweat.
So if we rush Clara up there, she's in trouble.
This is the plan.
But we'll
Live
put
with it.
Eden in front. Yeah. Not too much in front, mind. At the moment, we're only pulling this archer. I don't know about grouping, though. So. We got Godfrey taken care of.
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
As you command.
Let's go over low-powered fireball. I will absolutely love the critical hit and accept it.
Damn. If I'd just held on a little longer.
Don't
What a
worry.
shame.
Even though you're my enemy, you did a good job of protecting your master, and I respect that.
You got it.
We could catapult Francisco up here and he could drink a big healing potion. And that's not necessarily
Weapons
a bad
are the
idea.
only thing that rust.
Now, our enemy attacks can reach the square that man was standing in. Let's ignore this one for a moment. That's not ideal. Okay, so we could go up here. So,
No flame can extinguish my will.
the thing is, it might almost be worth swinging wide. Both these squares are one square to get into that square. How about this? Oh, a healer. Okay, so if we
It's
just
all
go
on
like
me.
here. Could even go all the way there, which is obviously not wise, as you can see. But we can nip all the way up there, nice and safely. It's medium, so worth it. It is entirely possible that a few lucky kills here make a lot of these redirect. We don't know just yet. I mean, Emil's probably not going to survive. At the moment, I'd say Sullivan is going to take the most killing.
Coming right up.
Hold it. Anyone she teleports is going to be moving
Light
afterwards.
burns the brightest in the dark.
Who would we want to teleport?
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Well, now, it would need to be someone who can do a lot of damage or someone who can take a lot of damage. As it currently stands, we might only have one enemy coming our way. No. We got Merton as well. And Merton is shooting at Eden, which means this ranger could shoot Eden as well if this lot go down quickly. It's all on the order of activation. Actually, oh, Geo could make it all the way back here. That's interesting. So again, it would depend on how they break into groups.
Oh, Lady Marshall.
A solid plan.
If we were to teleport Leonard into this square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 on so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there is a use for the, and so there's not a lot of threat range there. We could drop a AoE potentially hitting 3 people. Doesn't quite feel worth it. Oh dear, just gonna. My nose is tingling like I'm gonna sneeze.
I'll take care of it.
I could use it to get you. Right. I almost want to say don't rush it. That is a large group of enemies. If I push too far up here, I might end up fighting more than I can handle. Don't want to bite off more than I can chew.
Acknowledged.
But
Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be like 3 turns before Francisco would be in contact with enemies.
I will bring justice to this land.
But we have the space down here, so.
I may not be smart, but I know.
We've also got
how-
Albrecht back here as well.
Not everyone can
So
be
if
forgiven.
we go to just here, not worth our healing sanctuary just yet, but very tempting. Let's see how this plays out. Eden may be overexposed. Selena is being a responsible healer. We appreciate that. I mean, it makes it harder for us to kill the enemies, but we still appreciate it all the same. Unfortunate, but actually no, it's good. They are wasting their AoEs on Emil's group, which is definitely keeping us in the battle longer when we do engage with them.
Ferocious as always.
Shut up and die.
And miss my reward? I've done my part. I'm pulling back.
Oh, is that all his men going to pull back?
Bastard.
So Emil still doesn't die. He just pulls back like the cowardly mercenary that he is, which of course is ironic given how we were playing a bunch of mercenaries at the beginning. Yeah, Guillermo tends to be more powerful than we like. More powerful than Elias. Uh-oh. Geo did come back. Oh, you think that's a problem? That's not a problem, man. It just means Eden gets to do something slightly different next turn, that's all. Yep, that's nasty. And now Ballastar and his group may...
fooling around. Form up and push
Yeah,
forward.
he needs to push forwards. Wait. They all got a free move? They did as well. Geo, man.
Ballastar, there's a great deal I've wished to say to you. Now it seems I'm too late. Survive this. That's all I have to say.
Hey now, what's with all the doom and gloom? All we have to do is hold them off a little longer.
Yeah, a second staging defense. I think
Lila and I will hold them off.
about that.
We don't have long. Hurry back.
Lila's already down. So Gio's staying to fight us. That's okay.
The harder the fight, the sweeter the
So,
victory.
at this point, Ballastar and his group will continue to push on. We will try and rush through these. We do have all this ice on the ground, which we may be able to use. Is that water? That is water.
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
Hello.
I'll see it through.
So we could drop him here. That is dry, isn't it? Yeah. And then he could move
I understand.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. He couldn't quite catch these with a big spell. Okay, that's a problem. Overall, I don't think we can inflict a lot of harm over here this round. This turn. I think we just move up here defensively, let them come to us. Let them move to about here. Wow. They really are going slow. Okay.
Well, well. Look who it is.
We got her hiding ability. I wonder if we could actually sneak past people with that.
Sure thing, Cap.
Or we use the sanctuary now. So anywhere up to here.
Raise your swords! This is not the place we
Let's see.
die!
I think the split is here. I don't believe this warlock is... Well, he might be. It's hard to say. It feels like that was a chance for Gio to turn on Ballastar, but he's still loyal to his family, and I appreciate that. There's a lot he wishes he'd said to Ballastar, like, don't be evil. But what can we do to... Right, 1, 2, 2 archers. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. We've got the Berserker coming in, right? We can hold him off. So we're facing currently just Gio and this Sharpshooter. How far? Okay, the Sharpshooter can target this square here, but not this square here. Which means if we're going to drop Sanctuary, that would be a really good place to do it. But we don't really want to fight here. We want to fight a bit further out, but we can't. Well, we can, but we can't. That's annoying, isn't it? She's in plate armor, though, so she's not vulnerable to arrows. So... we don't want to... Wait. Aha!
When your heart starts racing,
If we put
slow down
Robert
and take a
here...
moment.
Okay, that is baiting. Is it baiting from down here? Let's see. That's no good. I need to be able to see over here. No, it's still just those two. Okay, well let's do that, right? And then think about it. We do have some enemy range here. Who is that? It's not him, that's the important bit. It's just him, and he can only shoot one person. So,
Mother,
if we
please
go
watch over
here.
me.
Nope. Hold. I feel...
Simple enough.
If I go out here, how bad is that? Pretty bad. Okay, how about here? Okay, wait. Yeah, that's good.
Weapons aren't the only thing.
Now,
that
she
last.
could run out here and hide, but let's hold on that for a moment.
As you command.
who is that coming from? Okay, it's the archer. Right. Sure, because he's in heavy armor as well.
Francisco the Bold has arrived!
How are we doing for potions? Medium? Sure.
It's a thin line between vision and delusion.
Light burns the brightest in the dark.
Alright. Drop Sanctuary.
This is the plan.
And, I mean,
with it.
how's this? Cannot be targeted for 2 turns. If taking the action outside from moving or changing weapons, cannot be used while mounted. Okay, yeah, sure. So, in theory, we can run out here into the middle, hide her, and she'll be very safe. And they'll have to move around her as some kind of invulnerable roadblock, because they can't hit her with AoEs targeting her. So even
It's time.
just, I mean, even, double taunt. Interesting. Just defend. Don't waste a potion yet. And then, actually, this is nice, right? Because in theory, what this does is it buys time for anyone who stayed back here to catch up, like Albrecht. Let's see how it goes. She should probably not have run out onto the ice like that, but we can't really do anything about it at this distance. That works quite nicely. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wow. Wrong square, man. Wrong square. Okay.
I can handle that.
I like this. Because we have our water spear. Yeah, you didn't think I'd forget on that, did you?
Well, well. Look who it is.
She can't get to this man here, which is a problem. And we need to be... Now we need to overrun these and storm down into this area quickly. That's not going to happen with Geo there. I want to make some kind of joke about geothermals, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. So...
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
I mean, we can absolutely murder this man, so it's more about... This soldier here is going to give great protection to Geo. So...
I'll do it, but I won't like it.
Sure. I'll throw this in here. And I'll be looking at ways to deal with that man there, because I can't reach this one.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
She's not hidden for much longer. All she can do is go here and menace. Actually, hide in the woods. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go back on that in case I can do something with other people.
You got it, kid.
The range on Night Vale is... Oh, hello. That's interesting. Nearly enough to have an effect. So he could ride to 2 squares this way and drop it here on these 2 people, but that's not much, right? So, again, we're needing to do a lot here.
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
This isn't going to affect much, so I'll just run Albrecht up. Now.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
Okay, hello. And a diagonal attack into nothing, yeah. Right, why would I not stay here and attack? Well, because I need to be moving constantly forward. Hello! So a diagonal attack into this archer. There we go, excellent. Now, between them, Geo and Merton have created an awkward corridor of death, because there's two squares. By death I mean death of movement, not death of damage. Because we have to stop, unless we can move one of these away with something like one of Francisco's glorious taunts, which I think he's used up the best of by now.
No problem.
Yeah, goading attack is done. Also, he can't really reach anyone, so let's just look into rushing him up.
Understood.
Understood.
There's a nice square to stand in. It will offer healing and protection to people. And, actually, that's very nice. I don't think stuns disable the movement blocking.
Let's do this.
So that man can die quite quickly and we can get a hit. There's no point attacking Geo yet.
Raise your swords! This is not the place we die!
Wait. We can't get the range on this ranger.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
Okay, this is nice and close to the corner. So that she can move quickly onwards. We need to find ways of preventing Geo from blocking this corner. And that will not be easy. He's not defending, he's vulnerable.
Well,
That's bad.
Look who it is.
I think he will survive. Oh, 3 attacks. No, we need to do something about that. Right.
Lady Marshall. No flame can extinguish my will.
And I genuinely think the shield smash will do it. But Geo's outfit is one. Reducing physical attack. Look, we get 3 of these, so sure. It's not about the damage, it's about controlling where his attacks go. Now we could just sit her here.
Live with it.
Which almost seems like a hello, that's very interesting. Which one of you changes to shoot Johanna? The ranger at the back. Got it. Okay.
You got it!
Well, let's rush up.
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
Now I could, arguably, it's not a lot. If I go here, again, it's not going to slow many. I'd rather get closer. That's not going to do anything. Okay. I could just go sit her
Look who it
here
is.
and wait. That's actually interesting. That doesn't redirect attacks the same way that does. And she is very fast on her feet. Now.
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Magic power. Because power comes from spells, right? Magic attack. Does this mean magic attack? Because if so, let's just...
They never learn.
That's not going to do much. Okay. Hang on. Terribly sorry about that. I did turn my head away. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in the microphone. So we can slow one of these. Can't really get the people who matter. So, what are we doing here? We're trying to do damage. We're not really going to do it. So, he's not a horse, he isn't. Go here.
Sure thing.
And I think just wait until we can murder that archer, and then we fight our way through. That's totally fine. This will be less fine. She's on full health, she can take it. And she is coming back over here to join this group rather than follow that group. Alright. So now we obviously need this man to stop breathing.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
Problem with standing here is it does... Oh, that's really good though.
As you command.
I may not be smart,
Now,
but I know
Francisco
how to
can't
hurt.
really reach anyone else, even if this man's dropped. So let's get in there and do some damage. Actually, that's not true. He could probably taunt Geo very effectively.
You see the trees. I see
Tree,
the
not
forest.
ideal.
I'll take care of it.
Oh! Lich arrow, right? That works. Might not get the kill, but it certainly got her a lot of health back. Excellent. So now,
Think deeply. Act quickly.
in here, for the distance and an attack. Interesting, she might not be in cloth then. She is. Huh, just very good defense. Now,
This is the plan. Live with it.
it's not ideal, but it'll work. Right,
I will bring justice to this land.
Oh boy.
sure. Yes. Axes are good against Proton. And we do need to be moving still in this direction, so let's... You'll note I'm reluctant to use the water spear
all
because...
on
Oh,
me.
hello. Right out here. And then strike for low damage, but hey, no, it's good. It's all about the moving. Shame about that guard roll, but I'll take it.
Well, well. Look who it is.
That's pretty nice, though, so let's do that. It's entirely possible Selena's going to pull off a rather large healing spell of some sort here.
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
So we need to be pouring in the damage and saying, hey, what's this guy's resistances like? Lower than his physical resistance, so that's good.
Understood.
Simple enough.
Provoked by Eden, right? Or prioritizes attacker. Only okay, yes. Definitely provoked by Eden. So, he doesn't seem to be paying attention to that, though.
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
You're on a horse. Down to... Okay, 9 damage.
I understand.
Alright, let's go here. Pillar of Fire. Sure. Also, she can't target both of these people with a healing spell. Now.
As you command.
Oh, that's actually really good. Okay.
Lady Marshall.
Now he's got good magic resistance as a Templar.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
Which also means Holy Nova isn't going to work very well on him.
Acknowledged.
So frozen. No, we'll just go for a straight attack. We're reasonably healthy at the moment. Oh, you beauty.
I'll see it through.
Now, she can't do anything about this.
Plans are like booze.
And it feels
Only
like a
good
real
till
shame
they
to
run
waste a
out.
spell. Riding to here is still inside the area. Do we want to move for bubble?
A solid plan.
Because we can hop to here, keep our defense up. I mean, it'll do it. And then we've broken through the corner.
I never dreamed it would end like this.
Your brother would be ashamed of you. He would never have let Ballastar fall this far.
I knew.
Well said, Eden.
I knew we were going astray, even as it happened.
Then you should have tried harder to stop it.
As if I had a choice in the matter. That's family for you.
There's a lot of truth to his
family's
words.
mistakes end today.
Now, these two will tie up our movement a bit, but we're mostly
Know what
moving
fools and drunks have in
this
common?
way, right?
They never learn.
Oh wow, no one at all? Then I'll do it. Because, as I said, this mission is more about the pursuit than it is about the slaughter. Whereas one target and one target only, who is very important, of paramount importance to us, we could say.
Light burns the brightest in the dark.
So if we go down to here, I don't quite think we can reach Albrecht. Oh, so close.
You got it, kid.
What we can do is ride up here, which is obviously not healthy. Drop Night Veil, like that. Arguably a good idea. Let's hold off on that for now.
Whether
And
words
consider
or
all our
swords,
other
I
options.
miss nothing.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
Sure thing, Cap.
We do need the distance. So, people who can't get involved over here at all
Don't fight
can absolutely go here and do
Fight
damage.
harder.
It would be nicer to be attacking from this square, because it's less stopping to run around.
Peasant power!
This is the plan. Live with it.
I'll attack Merton, because I believe Selena doesn't threaten.
As you wish.
So that square there is good.
Is that all you got? This is way easier than threshing barley.
That's beautiful.
There's still so much I wanted to do.
You'll notice we're not getting items for defeating them anymore.
I march towards tomorrow.
This still feels like we're doing it very wrong.
No sweat.
Lady Marshall.
Okay, he can get to that square. She can
Not
get to maybe
everyone can be
here
forgiven.
and summon Albrecht. Which will just be good overall. Because it's about closing distance. Now he is not on a horse.
As you command.
So he can go to here and do just a wait.
Plans are like booze. Only
How about
good till
here?
they run out.
That's safe, see. And then next round we can ride hard. That's still beautiful. Okay, do it. It's not going to do much to Elias, but it's all about weakening the surrounding soldiers. Oh, just fucked up our pursuit, haven't I? That's really dumb. That is worth undoing for a single action, because it would save me going through all that again.
Sure thing.
Okay.
I hear you.
Simple enough.
So we go to here. Is it within range? Ah, no. He'd have to go closer. Okay, so let's wait. And you
Understood.
can run to here and drink a medium recovery potion, sure. Bit wasteful, but it gets the job done. Now, it remains to be seen what events could occur to make this mission a bit easier. So far, it just seems to be the enemies splitting up and coming at us in waves to hold off our pursuit.
No flame can
There
extinguish
doesn't
my
seem to be a
will.
lot of... Right, we need distance here.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Have I cocked up? Let's see. I mean, if we were a little closer, no, that's still pretty good, sure. And it didn't mess up the terrain.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
We are encouraging some kind of... But I think they're busy on pushing on, so if they get to about here this turn, we'll make ground.
As you
It's
command.
Right.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Francisco the Bold has arrived!
You know.
Mother, please watch over me.
I think... Not haste. Who had for haste elixirs?
Weapons aren't the only thing.
Okay, well that's a good movement rate, so sure. With the light armor, we can do this. This feels stupid, but I'm going to go for it. We could also pull someone ahead with Marshall.
Coming right up.
It's not a kill, but it's good enough. Actually, that is a problem.
Words veil daggers.
Know what fools
So
and
we
drunks
could.
have in common?
This is stupid, obviously.
They never learn.
Yep. Who is that? It's Elias, isn't it? Okay, wait. This is dumb. Yes. Let the others move on. He can just take a little nap.
I'll see it through.
It's not going to take 3 people to finish her off. So let's... There. Might be 1 square too far. Okay. I think it's worth it. There we go. Called to her side. And then, the majority of the enemies should just move forwards. Or heal. Oh wait, so that healing means no condition removal. That's interesting, actually. Well, if anything that splits the enemy group up. Oh, lady, probably shouldn't have done that, because that happens. Hey! You cheated. They'd taken their turn already. And he was sleeping. He definitely didn't get to move. That's literal cheating. That pisses me off. Right, so. She's faster. He needs to go drink a healing potion.
Well, well. Look who it is.
And if I back up and shoot an arrow, it gets me closer.
Lila. Lila, where are you?
We really shouldn't tell her where her sister is. Lying on the ground, bleeding to death over here, probably already dead. It's not a very nice thing to do, you know?
The
To
harder
save
the
someone.
fight, the sweeter the victory.
1, 2... I could go hit 3 people, but 2 of them are heroes. So... Oh no, they're here. Ah, but I do need to be taking out these 2. Right, where, oh where?
It's a thin line between vision and delusion.
She doesn't get to cast a decent spell, but I do need to be hitting these guys soon.
Acknowledged.
I don't think dropping water or anything else is going to slow these down when they get their fake cheat move while they're magically asleep. It's not very nice. Feels like cheating, because it is cheating.
Don't
Right.
fight smarter, fight hard.
He can't get any closer than this, so I'll just get this close.
I will bring justice to this land.
Everyone here is quite healthy at the moment. We need to be inflicting
but
damage.
not out of mind.
Okay. This won't affect our pursuit too much. And we might even...
You see the trees. I see the forest.
Oh, could have... Yeah, okay, fine.
Within
So if
every
he
line,
gets
a kernel of
here...
truth.
How about there? It's not going to hit him or him, but they'd be taking half damage anyway if I targeted him. So let's think on this a little.
When your heart starts racing, slow down and take a moment.
I may need to undo this whole turn and get rid of that water.
It's all on me.
I get in here, I get some nice damage. Ooh, or just outright defend, hold it.
You got it, kid.
Okay, that is good damage actually. Hold it, let's get a little closer. Now. So we have actually, if we rush here with Eden, come here, devastate these with some spells.
As
Hello.
you command.
Yep, that's good. This does feel like our time to strike.
Simple enough.
I can handle that.
Now. Sure. Actually. Oh, hello. Right. So, Divine Protection is a very oddly named spell. Shield Light has already been used, so we just defend.
It's time.
Plans are like booze.
Problem is, we
Only
don't want to
good
give him
till
a
we run
massive
out.
AoE.
Sure thing.
Let's do this.
Could go here. Ride Gilbert up this side.
Know what fools and drunks have in common? They never learn.
Which doesn't feel wise. That's very good damage though, sure. And I still feel I may be falling into some kind of trap here.
Raise your swords!
But
This is not the place we die!
here or here, here or here. We're gonna ride up and defend whatever we do, right? Oh, that's much better. This is gonna hurt like hell. What are you removing from... Oh, just for wetness? Great guard roll there. Love it. Please give us another one. Nope. No great guard roll. And nasty spell. Massive healing coming up next turn as long as we live. Eden, you did okay, just not like what I was hoping for. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the enemy now change their targets. Oh, you what? They still cheat moved. Yeah, go on, split off from the group.
Guess we'd better go help too. Balistar, you go on ahead.
I don't make promises I can't keep. So don't you dare miss that boat.
This old man has lived long enough.
Stay alive, old friend. I will see you again.
I do like the fact that when Balistar speaks to his allies there, he does seem to care for them.
Understood.
And genuinely be concerned for their well-being. Now, I can't tell exactly who's staying and who's moving on. And if I hit the group who are moving on, they might turn back to fight me. Which might not be an entirely bad thing, actually. Right, we got some people way back here.
This is way easier than threshing
who've got a lot
barley.
of catching up to do.
This is the plan. Live with it.
Okay, how about you, lady? Not haste.
I may not be smart, but
I understand.
That is wet. This is dry. It's like Father Ted, isn't it?
Sure thing.
No flame can extinguish my will.
What's the range on? Okay.
Think deeply. Act quickly.
So again, we don't know how the groups are going to split. It's almost like it's worth... Okay, so hold it. We know the wizards are staying. And they're his last named allies. The rest are all soldiers. So... lots of nasties. He's used Blizzard and Firestorm already, and Torrential Rain. So Elias pretty much only has central single target spells remaining. Guillermo, on the other hand, his magic shield. He's still got Blizzard. So he's the one we need to be shutting down.
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
They do have priests, and the priest may stay to remove condition. I'd rather do this than the other one, the one that removes someone from a battle for a turn. I'd rather save that for Balistar's awesome damage output.
Sure thing, Cap.
So if I ride up here... No water blast, it'll wake him up.
Acknowledged.
That's dry. And out of the water. So we could Storm Strike for decent damage. I like it. And what would be really nice to do would be to hit those people all with the lightning.
It's all on
with
me.
Venesius. Like this. That's not... I don't want to wake him up, so I'd need to move to here. Okay. That's quite nice. I mean, it's... Elias isn't going to be very affected by this. But others really are going to be affected. It all depends on if Ballastar chooses to stay or not. Looks like this sharpshooter may be choosing to stay now.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Okay, what can we do from here with 4 squares range? Excellent. Excellent.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll just run it for now. We do have to think about the water, though.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
I'm thinking about cutting across here, so yes, I will take this turn slightly with Johanna there. These two probably not going to see much action till right down around here. Depending on... because this should be a rolling retreat for him, right? So then what we want to do is ride up here. And possibly just defend. Yes, that's a lot of attacks coming his way. Some of which will now be going back to Eden. Okay, he did not remove the sleep spell. We are golden. Sure. We can take that. I mean, those two aren't taking much damage while there's soldiers around anyway. The real problem will be, as Ballastar's group full of soldiers pulls away really slowly, they'll be extending that protection backwards behind them. So this group could really hold us up for a long time. And wow, that's horrible. That is a, dear God, let's hope he survives until our turn moment. Because this could happen. Wow. Potion time next turn, mate. Okay, good. So let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elias is exposed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's not. So we can't really do anything about these two this turn. Unless we can wipe out that entire back row there, which we probably can't do. He's got an item. Which we probably don't get to keep.
When your heart starts racing, slow down and take a moment.
Okay, well, we need healing here, whatever happens.
A solid plan.
And it may very well need to be a potion. Right.
As you command. And march towards tomorrow.
Let's not worry about this just yet. Wait.
Let's do this.
Why? Oh, it's just Francisco's portrait. I was like, why are we showing Francisco there for some reason?
Francisco the Bold has
Okay.
arrived!
Within every lie, a kernel.
You got it, kid.
Let's say we're standing here. And then... Night Veil on the corner there might be good, but better off over here. We don't want to block our own pursuit.
No sweat.
Well, the range on him of healing is 2.
It's time.
It's not enough damage. We need 17 more. We can get 17
Whether
more.
words or swords, I miss nothing.
We certainly got 17 more.
You see
Now.
the trees. I see the forest.
You got it!
Sometimes we have to make sacrifices like getting completely wet and shooting someone with a bow. Oh, you bastard! Taking the fucking piss. Right. That is so bad. That's a turn redo. Actually, we can live with those first two actions, sure.
I'll take care of it.
1, 2, 3. Alright. That'll do it. Really is massive overkill. We want to be careful about that. Okay. So, we need to bypass these and be heading for all these soldiers here. Or let them pull away. Either way,
Simple enough.
we need to get very close. Shadowquake 3 times into him. Problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to completely fuck up Elias.
It's all on me.
But he still seems to be heavily benefiting from troop. It is 6 squares, isn't it? Commander's authority. Well, there are one or more allied units of. Oh, it's not just troops. No wonder they're so hard to take down. Right.
Acknowledged.
So while. Oh my. Wait. No, he has it as well. Bollocks.
Raise your swords! This is not the place we die!
We don't have a stun, do we? Don't worry, I'm aware of the enemy. It's just the inability to do any damage at all. Really grinds this to a halt. I could have sworn it was troops only, not just anyone. Dear God, it just makes it really, really painful. Right, and that is very wet. This is not. That changes things significantly.
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
I mean, it just all feels so pointless to even try and attack them if they're just gonna... He needs shutting down.
Sure thing.
Because of the two, he still has quite dangerous spells. I would prefer not to do this. I would prefer to have another method of doing so, but I don't think she can do it this turn.
Simple enough.
Because he is full of nasty AoE spells that will do us harm.
No flame can
We do
extinguish
need
my
the
will.
range. This is pathetic. I wonder if the patch changed Commander's authority. Huh.
As you
Feels right
command.
weird. It just feels like there's no point doing any of these, making,
Not
doing
everyone
anything
can
more
be
than basic
forgiven.
attacks if they're going to be so heavily resistant. This would be a really good place to cast Sanctuary. There we go. Excellent. Puts us in good stead for the next few turns, and dear God. These two.
Power.
Understood.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Might as well start cutting across to shorten the corner. Now, Battlestar's group will need to move away. I don't like the fact they get an additional move on top of their turn. Maybe getting soaking wet wouldn't have been an entirely bad idea. Now, now what we're going to do is check about that commander's authority.
And march towards tomorrow.
See, that's much better. So,
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
use a sword. Use the sword, Francisco. It's like use the Force, Luke, but without a Force and without Luke. And with a sword and with Francisco. Right, see, now we can do proper damage. She's in water, so she can't go far anyway. And he's blocking movement a bit. Right, so.
Know what fools and drunks have in common? They never learn.
How about this, then? See, now we're looking at proper damage. So.
I understand.
Standard short range spell, not ideal. It's got good. Right, so
I can handle that.
we can get to here if Gilbert moves. And moving Gilbert out here isn't an entirely bad idea, especially as now.
You got it.
I mean, now we can look right out here and go, oh my god, he's totally dead. But that's only one person. So this is a... This is actually better because it gives us more space to channel through. But I suspect it draws a lot of aggro. Doesn't... Wait, oh. Okay, that's interesting.
Think deeply. Act quickly.
Yes. We strike. That's brilliant and beautiful. So then what we'll do is ride Eden round to here and strike in from that side. Oh, that is bad damage for Eden. Okay, let's think about that a moment.
Understood.
We'll ride up to here, so we don't need to go so far.
Swords. This is not the place we die.
Words veil daggers.
The shield go to here. Okay.
Understood.
So, how's this looking? Oh god, it's not good. We're not going to kill either of them. But here's our top priority. So,
Acknowledged.
we need for distance to be nearer their beach. Look, I'll take it. We don't have a stun or anything, do we? It's okay because he'll be in the protective aura.
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
Now that's good. How about if we go to here and throw a magic axe? That's really good. Sure.
It's all on me.
Then Eden can ride to here and get the kill. With no counter.
It seems we've missed our chance.
It does indeed.
And we were so close.
He'll never know if Ballastar made it to the boat or not in time.
I hear you.
That square is open.
I will bring justice to this land.
So if we go here, Leiden. By which I mean put Viora even as a higher priority, because he's going to have to go against Ballastar himself probably. Right. Let's get her nice and dry and safe, and also striking him. Remembering that Elias is down to single target spells only at this point, so he can't wreak excessive havoc.
I'll do it, but I won't like it.
Want to avoid that big wet patch we made.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
Hold it. Swap Flaming Arrow just out. And he really doesn't like her, so if we go here instead. Yeah, Francisco can take it, sure. Who took... Oh, right, that spell. I was wondering who took damage there. I was thinking, no, none of our people are... Did we... I honestly thought we made a pain sound for being healed by Marcel's aura for some stupid reason. Okay. That can be potioned away. Now, Clara must be seething so far away from Ballastar. We should give her a chance to mess him up. Man, that's going to hurt so much. And they're going to cheat move? They cheat moved. But that's okay.
No! Block his way!
Oh, we do have stuff.
I can't believe the mighty Ballastar's fleeing a battle. Now I've seen everything.
Clara! You do so love getting in my way.
In your way? You've got it wrong. I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to collect your head.
If you want to lose your other eye, I'm happy to oblige.
For a guy who's killed so many people, you'd think you'd recognize the end when it's coming. I don't need two eyes to see that your time's up, Fenice. Today's the day you die.
Clara coming in, absolute lifesaver there. Or absolute clutch, as the Americans would say. We've seen these people around camp before. And I've been walking around camp saying, who are these people? What do they do? They do seem to be vaguely involved with Emil's gang, but not always. And I think they are part of Emil's group, and we've seen them around camp longer than we've seen Emil and the other half of his group himself. Now, this is not ideal for Gilbert.
Fight, the sweeter the victory.
If we could get closer, we could absolutely take him out. But let's hold off for a moment, because we can do stuff here. This will buy us some more time to catch up, and also time to finish off Elias, which shouldn't be too difficult.
Please watch over me.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Either of these two can do it. She's going to want to be near of a fight, so...
Peasant power!
Why did you run through the water when it was better to... Anyway, fine.
Was this my purpose? Dying in the mud? What a wasted life.
That wasn't your purpose, old man. Your purpose was damage limitation to stop Ballastar being even more dangerous. Right, you're going to want to use a potion, obviously. Large? Ugh. It's almost like we don't want to... Just a bit. It's almost like we just want to hold here for a turn, but no, we need to...
Sure thing.
So if we get close enough, Gilbert can use a Lich Arrow to get health back. which would do rather well. But in order to do that, we would need people up here to soak up. Yeah, the range on Lich Arrow is just 2 squares. We can't get close enough to... Wait. Okay, so people now are attacking because they can't get close enough. That's good. Could drop the rain here. Doesn't feel worth it because we would have to be swinging between this spell and that spell to get at them. So.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Let's move towards the enemy.
When your heart starts racing, slow
as
down
best we
and
can.
take a moment.
Healing is wonderful. And we will all appreciate it very soon. What we could do is drop another Night Veil here where Ballastar's troops are likely to be fighting. Because they're going to be like fighting here-ish on this front.
And march towards tomorrow.
So that's a solid defend. We've still got 2 attacks coming his way from a Templar and a Sharpshooter. Not
I'll
ideal.
see it through.
In fact, that's... Wait, what? Okay, that's interesting.
Lady Marshall.
It's a thin line between vision and delusion.
We shouldn't seek to... Oh, it ended.
Know what fools and drunks have in
If
common?
I go here, how's this?
They never learn.
That's 1 attack. But... it's not good for him. Because it puts him in an awkward position. That will do. Right. And she's going to want to hot-foot it towards the conflict over here. Eager as ever, bloodlust in her eyes. Large, don't waste it on a small injury like that. This will be painful for Clara's allies. Not ideal for him, but he's still standing, so he can do some damage. Yeah, you come back here and do that. Actually, that's a problem, for reasons which I will blatantly go into very soon. Because it messes with our advance. Not as badly as our Night Veil does, but it messes with our advance all the same. Oh, that's nasty. And he's taking minimal damage because of soldiers, which we need to be eliminating quickly. Or rather swiftly. Swiftly is a much nicer word. I should have used that instead. Okay. Ah, that's what Kane is. He's some kind of marksman, I want to say. Rather than... It's not ranger. It's not sharpshooter. It could... Because they swapped the outfits, didn't they? Because one looked like light armor and one looked heavy when they were the wrong way around. Right, okay. What can you do? Single target spell? Okay, we'll work with that. But one of those men is in heavy armor, and I imagine he can do a lot of damage and crowd control. He could at least taunt someone. Okay, diagonal shot. I'll take it. Yep. And that's a lot of horses. We have good spells against horse riders. Although that spell description seems to have changed slightly. Yeah, throw in a taunt there. Omar. Mess him up. Make him think only of fighting you. Right, so we have a problem, which is this man blocking our advance.
Sure thing, Cap.
So we're going to go like this. That's great. We're then going to go like this.
Only good till they run out.
And now, that problem is seriously changed. Right, now.
It's time.
If I go here, we got an ally in this square. That's a bit of a problem. So we'd rather be dropping here rather than there. So, how is this? That's beautiful. Would have been nicer if we could get Robert in here to strike this man, but hey.
You see the trees. I see the forest.
Acknowledged.
Oh, that's a problem. Right, okay. But that would involve Eden doing the freeing up, so...
Let's do this.
I think this is absolutely the time. I mean, okay, it was enough. Right. That's a Ballastar headed our way, and that is really... Oh. Oh, that's a problem. Okay.
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
But it's only Ballastar, it's not anyone else, unless they change their minds. If Ballastar rides out here and smacks Eden 1, that's a major problem. So
As
let's
you command.
just keep pushing up.
Light burns the brightest in the dark.
I understand.
No problem.
Okay, just keep a solid defense.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Is that all you got? This is way easier than threshing barley.
At this point...
I'll take care of it.
Okay, that's an issue. No, we'll hold because we can move him.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
This is a risky turn.
Solid plan.
So let's enjoy the risk. There we go. I'm anticipating healing from the priest there. That could get nasty. Ballastar will block our access to the warlock if he advances through him as well. Ah, good, he's moved anyway. Great. Ow. Yeah, that was going to be a kill. He changed his mind? Well, okay then. This is actually really good, because we can cut him off here. That's excellent. And by that I don't mean Bill and Ted are going to come out and go, excellent, from their shit rip-off TARDIS phone box. Man, Bill and Ted was like some stupid person that saw a really bad pitch meeting for Doctor Who and just didn't get it at all. The fact that it was... I mean, no, because literally the original pitch meeting for Doctor Who was, you know, time travel and it'll be educational. It'll be teaching children about history in a fun way that they'll enjoy and engage with.
You got it, kid.
So... within 3 squares, you say? Sure. Now appears to be the time to shadowquake the shit out of my enemies. Works.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
Getting in here is actually a pretty good idea. So let's go to the back and see what everyone can do.
Oh boy.
Because we don't have... Okay, so you're moving that way. Right.
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
So if we go... That'll do it. Now, I'm distinctly anticipating Ballastar might have some trick up his sleeve to, I don't think teleport through us, but to like regain all his life when he's already beaten down once, again like he did last time. It feels
It's
very
all on
odd,
me.
I know.
No sweat.
Remember, diagonal attacks are fun.
I can handle that.
As are frontal ones. Right.
As you command.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
Oh, that's interesting. That's pulled an attack from him immediately. So,
Coming right up!
that's as far as he's going to go this turn. And she's not going to go
Words
further
fail
than
daggers.
here. So,
Acknowledged.
hello. I see range-free spells. Right there. Ah, such a waste.
This is the plan. Live with it.
Sure thing, Cap.
Actually. Who the hell are you? That is a Vanguard. Right. We want to prevent these people from attacking over here. Speaking of attacking...
Understood.
Oh, hello.
Raise your swords! This is not the place we die!
Sorry. I was waiting for that sneeze. This square is a better blocking position than this square. Provoked. Works. Right. So this...
I'll see it through.
Do we have Holy Nova left? We have one Holy Nova left. We have a Flash Heal, which is a self-only spell. Got Healing Wind. We got a Sacred Calling left. Could have sworn I'd used that already. Oh, she's got the thing! 20% chance of... Yeah! Like it. Oh, we could have... If I redo this turn, I will distinctly remember that. So if I just go park her here... Just wait, actually, don't do anything. There we go. Excellent. And we do need to be blocking Ballastar's retreat. But I'd say this battle's gone fairly well so far. Which, for a final battle, means that something like that's probably going to happen. But wait, there's more. Because we got a Marshal. With that big Purify Everyone spell. It does mean we wouldn't be able to...
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
Oh man. He's got a bow. Okay.
You got it!
Look, that's just good damage anyway.
Well, well. Look who it is.
That's great damage. So.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
Each time he takes an action. So we want to be removing that first.
You see the trees. I see the forest.
I mean, that'll do it. So why not? I should do something very wise. I should check if he can do that again. That's an absolute yes, then. Okay. You know what we should do?
Simple enough.
Take him out of the fight. So with that
I will bring
done,
justice to this
we
land.
want to take this man out.
Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
Run up, shoot him with a bow.
I hear you.
And she can't quite get close enough to use that spell that messes up people on horses. So, neither can he. Not that he has a spell that messes up
Weapons aren't
people
the
on
only thing
horses.
that rust.
She's got a bow. And he's going to use something that's not a bow.
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
What do you mean no status effects are active? We literally used Gilbert to take him out of the... Oh god, is he immune to something? If he can cast spells an unlimited amount of times, why does he have a limit on them? Oh, spells. Got it. Not special skills. Right, okay. So, why unstoppable, right? But that's not immobilized. So, indomitable? Indomitable. So that was a massive mistake, so we got to redo the whole turn. Glad I caught that. Let's go back to the beginning of the turn. Right. In which case...
Not everyone can be forgiven.
Is there an easy way we can hit both of those with an AoE?
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
Because he's got them.
I'll see it through.
All allies. Including Omar. We don't have our stun anymore, do we? Not even going to do damage. Right, forget the AoE.
Words veil daggers.
We're just going in for...
No problem!
This makes a little bit of sense, just not very much, okay?
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
That's unfortunate. But it
This is the
still
plan.
works.
Live with it.
Okay, that's a problem. So if we can't disable him,
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
what can we do? Wait, so Shadow Burst isn't the one that messes up. Obviously, we just need to do the obvious thing.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
Get a bit of health back while we're doing it.
I'll do it, but I won't like it.
Now, Robert, old friend, I absolutely need you to go and prevent that attack
No sweat.
by standing here.
It's
You know-
time.
Yeah, hold off then.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Bog standard fireball. There we go. And then we'll look at our actions. Okay, let's see. How many things is Ballastar immune to? So we might not be able to inflict any active status effects on him at all. So we got Marco's Fury. Gives him a conflagration special skill. We've got equipment, basically. Now, powerful at high health. Axe. Guard. Okay, breaks through guard. Got it. Durable, fine. Right. Ascuas's command takes minus 20% from all incoming damage, just forever, all conditions. And gains the following: immune to fire damage, +5 physical. Okay, so boosting stats, immune to fire damage. Fine, we won't hit him with fire. Can't be frozen, no expulsion, no drowsy or stunned, no immobilized, which is not included there, despite the fact that it says not affected by immobilizing status effects, such as we basically can't stop him. I think can use skills an unlimited amount of times. These are skills. Oh, just these combat skills, right? Okay. Spells unlimited. So yeah, but he basically can keep spamming stuff. How about things that give him a penalty, right? So I'm feeling this is going to be really nasty.
Know what fools and drunks have in common? They never learn.
But at least we're seeing damage now. How about that? Okay, 57. It would hit 4 targets. Which should be Ballastar 4 times, right? So arguably for 16 down to 50, which is more than 57. Let's find out. Exactly. Excellent. So we could taunt him with Robert. Not wise.
Think deeply.
Thing is, we just move to there and defend. Okay, so we're not doing a lot to him this turn. Next turn will be another
March
matter.
towards tomorrow.
When your heart starts racing, slow down and take a moment.
Let's do this.
Hold it. It might just be... Oh, that's really good. I'll do it. That was nowhere near as good as the preview implied. Alright, let's see how he does. Ah, I was hoping we could get it. Oh, you bastard! Okay, how did he do that? How's he gonna... That's how he's gonna mess us up. Obviously. How's he getting 30 healing from an attack? Because I'm just not seeing it. Well, we couldn't really stop that from happening. Okay. That just doesn't make sense. Reasonably, it should be an active combat skill that he used. And I'm not seeing a skill here that would grant him healing. Nope, there it is. Got it. And he can use it an unlimited amount of times as well, just to be an absolute pain in the backside. Which means we need to try and kill him in one turn. It's not going to happen, is it? It is not going to happen. We're going to lose a lot of people, which is probably the intent here.
Francisco the Bold has arrived! For Lady Marshall.
Think deeply. Act quickly.
That's not wet. Bloody should be, but it's not. Right, so if we smack him one... Oh, that's rubbish. Okay, yeah, but how about... Well, Eden needs to tank up here,
can extinguish my will.
And use the magic shield. Yeah, forget the stun. Pretty sure. Stunned, yeah. So.
Well, well. Look who it is.
That's just very bad for her right now.
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Okay, that's semi-decent. Sure, we'll go with that for a moment. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Alright.
Understood.
No sweat.
It's a thin line between vision and delusion.
Hold on. We might be able to prevent him from using magic. Physical attacks and combat skills. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay. That ought to limit his capacity ever so slightly. And if I can just keep doing this for the next few turns, I mean, we need to be doing over 30 damage a turn to him, and that is just horrific.
Here comes Pavlo!
Because Pavlo can't even reach him yet. He's immune to fire,
Weapons aren't
so...
the only thing that rust.
Look, let's get a bit of damage on still.
As you command.
Sure. We're going to make it harder for him to do that very soon.
Coming right up.
Could just shoot. Look, it's damage. It all counts.
A solid plan.
Healing wind, right there.
I can handle that.
Do it. And then...
It's time.
Here. Can we provoke? Yes. It probably won't matter, but we try. Oh, this is great. We may win next turn. He'll still get a turn though, and it's going to hurt like hell. Oh, fuck. That was clearly very painful. Right.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
I think he deserves this. I also think Clara wants a fair shot at it, so
This is the plan. Live with it.
that's perfect. She doesn't get the kill, but she gets to have a very good attempt. Hold it. Yeah, sure. It's very thematic. She knows that Eden deserves this. And it'll be the end to a long-fought
Raise your
campaign.
swords! This is not the place we die!
Let's totally overdo this. No, he might have a special comeback thing. Yep, he had a special comeback thing.
Remember what I told you? Your first defeat would be your last. That wasn't a prediction. It was a promise. And now it's time to see it through.
Yep.
That's what I get for ignoring my instincts.
And now it all gets really horrid again.
Fleeing is your way, not mine.
You don't know when to give up.
The taste of victory doesn't agree with you, Eden. That foolish courage, that stubborn pride. I'll burn it all away!
I used to think that bellowing voice of yours was so impressive. But you don't scare me anymore.
So, the power of Venesius whispers in your ear. Oh, that can't be good. What is it? Aha! Alright. If ever there was a time, now is the time. But what does it want? What does it want? It's controlling it. It can be very nasty and bad. But now is the time. We need to end this. We need the power. We've resisted the corruption and the change most of the time. Sure. All combat skills and magical and special skills have been fully recharged. The judgment of Venetius has been cast upon Ballastar. That's probably not a good sign, but okay. It's only strengthened twice, it's weakened 3 or 4 times, so that's probably good. What will this do? Probably disable loads of his stuff. Plus 10% incoming damage. Oh, that's not ideal. Right.
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
Look, if you're going to take damage back, you know, try just in case it does anything. And it might just work. Look, even if it just gives him the accuracy debuff. Looks like he's not attacking this round.
Sure thing.
Go for it.
Acknowledged.
All right. I mean, I imagine he's going for his nasty AoE again. No fire. Power 3, power 2. It's only 1 point of difference. But sure. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We need a way to get
Is that
him
all you
in.
got? This is way easier than threshing barley.
Clara's got a bow. She can back up. Well, she may be down. No, back up. There.
Understood.
If everything's been recharged. Oh, that's dumb. I should have... I forgot. I forgot she can't move after doing that.
I will bring justice to this land.
I'll take care of it.
Well, he's absolutely getting silenced again then. Every time we can lock down his spells, we should.
As you command.
But we also need lots and lots and lots of damage. Excellent stuff. And now he should get a turn.
Fight all you will. It makes no difference. You're just fuel for the pyre.
Interesting. So what do we know about this? He definitely seems to have gained a new power. Oh, he has. Inflict up to 2 enemies. What does it do? Let's have a look. Explodes after 2... Look, Marcel's going to fix this. Explodes after 2 turns, inflicting 60 fire damage on a 3x3 area surrounding the targeted tile. Targets suffering from this effect are stunned for 1 turn. They won't be. The further the target is from the caster, the less damage received. This effect can be lifted by taking certain actions in battle. Like what?
It's all on me.
Light burns the brightest in the dark.
Casting Radiant Purification. Probably. That didn't remove it. That's a big ass problem. Okay.
Well, well. Look who it is.
So.
thing, Cap.
Let's see if he gets another turn of nastiness. Yes, he does.
Not yet. The flame of House Fenice will not be extinguished.
It's like a really bad Dark Souls boss battle. Oh, he's using that power.
Stay down, damn it!
I will scour you from this world. No matter what it costs!
If you've got some fantasy about us dying together, I've got bad news for you. I'm not going anywhere!
The power of Venesius whispers again. No. We can't... This is just pushing strongly in the direction we've resisted so long. The gaze of Venesius grows weaker. And now we're going to get a lot of turns. Oh, this is not ideal.
As you wish.
Obviously that's really good though, so let's do that. The more we can limit him from his actual normal magical spells, the better.
No problem. I'll do
And
it,
here's
but I
Pavlo.
won't like it.
The explosions are bad. We're going to need to do something about that very soon because we can't... Right. That's not much. We're just going to have to go for a normal attack, I think. I mean, it's good enough. What happened there? Because neither of these exploded, so that's...
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
Gonna pull out and drink a potion. So his attack's now doing damage on all adjacent allies or something stupid that we don't know about yet. Oh joy. It's not a condition. Whatever it is. Offensive? No. Yes. So his basic attacks. What about counters? Oh great, now he's regenerating as well, so we really have a hard time killing him. Okay.
You got it, kid.
So he's now getting back about 40 a turn. I don't think we can do 40 this bloody hell.
Don't fight smarter.
Okay.
Fight harder.
We'll try another taunting smash just in case it works. Critical helps. And then he's going to get his turn. Heal 10, hit someone, get like 30
Look
health
at
back.
you, huddled together like livestock. Very well then. I'll speak to you in the only language a beast understands. Fire and chains!
Okay, that's going to be new. Is it like a lifelink or something else? Forced to withdraw from the battle at the start. Oh, for fuck's sake! Moving at least 6 targets away from each other.
Know what fools and drunks
Okay.
have in common?
Oh boy.
So we just got to run away for a bit. That's fine. Oh, interesting. She's not chained anymore. So then she just goes out here.
Live with it.
There we go. Excellent.
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Okay, you bastard. We're going to hit you. We're going to do some damage. It's piss all damage. It's very disappointing. Right.
If your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
You know what? I think standing here and hitting this button may be really good. Oh, that's where the haste elixir went. Right, okay. Eden needs to move before he explodes. What conditions in battle will remove this? Attacking, wasn't it? Taking certain actions in battle. God knows what that is, probably defending. Okay, so back up to here. That wasn't it.
I understand.
Decreasing physical attack. It's actually got... do a bit of damage, okay? I wonder if we literally have to use the power of the Eidolon to kill him the last time. Right, let's go up here to heal people. That's going to go away now, isn't it? Yep.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
Is it worth silencing again? I kind of want to say no, actually. Just get a bit of damage in there.
You got it.
If I redo this turn, she needs to cast a healing spell. Oh, 33 is really risky. Oh god, he's down.
Lady Marshall.
Can't risk you exploding. There we go. How badly is this going to hurt now?
You want to kill me so badly? You'd better be prepared to bet your life.
I wonder if he has custom taunts for each character he interacts with here. Okay, that's another new one. He's just... Did he literally just turn them into stone? Detonate. 3x3. Got it.
Coming right up.
Well, it's potion time. Stun is not ideal.
Understood.
Okay.
As you command.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
I will bring justice to this land.
It's a thin line between vision and delusion.
Mother, please watch over me.
Right, so...
I can handle that.
Sure. For what it's worth, it might do something.
Simple enough.
do it. 16 damage is 16 damage. No, it's not, it's 8. Fine. Then I find they're going to stay for like 2 or 3 turns before they detonate, aren't they? Yeah, something nasty. Alright. Nope, we're okay. Good. But he's still in the saddle. And he's going to have some other nasty trick up his sleeve, but he didn't have a few turns ago. Great, let's see what he does.
You should be grateful to die by my hand. It'll save you digging graves.
Oh, excellent. We can work with this. Whatever that is, we don't want to be in it. So let's get on out.
Bold has arrived.
No sweat.
Oh, that's rubbish. Oh well.
Peasant power.
Let's peasant this. He's on full health, so it's not really worth trying to power it up with anything.
Don't fight smarter.
We get him there for a bit more.
It's all on
Get
me.
in here for a bit more. Hello. Let's weaken his attack a little if we can. We're going to need a lot of healing here.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
Some questions are worth dying for.
Okay, just go behind it.
Well, well. Look who it is.
And shoot him for a little bit of damage.
As you command.
There we go. So this is all about endurance, right? It's about managing the fight. It's about reducing
the fight,
the hello.
Sweeter the victory.
There we go. That's got 3 square range. It's about surviving what he throws at us until we finally get him down. This feels like it should be his last phase. If he has another one after this, it's going to be a major problem. So let's just silence him again, in case he's got more nasty spells he'd like to use.
No problem.
And then we can get in here and just hit him with a sword. Fairly normal attack, just get some damage in there. Weaken him up for the next few turns. And then we'll see how immune to damage he is next turn. That's actually quite good. But we need a bit more.
Smart, but
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
How has Pavlo not faced a counter-attack yet? Oh, we're back to that now, are we?
This is the plan. Live with it.
A 1 tile. Surrounding the target. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, we'll just attack then. And she's very vulnerable now. Okay.
Think deeply. Act.
Let's see if we can get into another stage this round. Because I'm feeling this won't be the end of it.
and march towards tomorrow.
Well, we need more
Words
damage
fail
anyway,
daggers.
so... That was a pitiable counter, but I will take it. Let's see if he lives
It's
again.
time.
I'd say that's a no.
Enough. It's over.
I'd also say he's forgotten about... Oh no, we got the hoof. So we get the axe at last, which we're never going to get to use unless there's some kind of final battle we don't know about yet. Please, no. Okay. Oh, that was harsh and tough at times. Right, let's see how it goes after this. One lengthy episode indeed. Tell you what, the game's thinking about it. It's really thinking hard. So something serious is coming. It'd be nice to see another storyboard encounter like we had with the coronation, or the flight into Fahrnacht. Here we are. Oh, it's going to be sad, isn't it? Yeah, that soldier was foolish. Interesting, we see him holding a sword.
So you were planning to sail off into the sunset. Valistar.
Doesn't matter now.
No. I guess not. It's strange. I've been dreaming of this for so long. Imagining all the things I'd say. Now that we're here, I can't remember any of them.
Ballister would say, just get on with it.
How about you? Do you have any last words?
It's all yours now. If you can keep it.
That was a very quiet doom. We could have done with a little more squawking as the birds flew off. And now I believe we might get a final camp, or straight to end credits. Hey, there's Robert riding behind us. He looks weird in this cutscene. That doesn't look much like him. If you can keep it. It is pretty tempestuous. There's Eden, surrounded by his friends, Francisco and Robert at his side. Don't recognize the two priests on the dais. It's been so long coming. Where's that beauty spot up by her eye again? Eden looks different from this angle. It was like, that's not Eden. Surprise! Oof. So many petals falling and drifting, as if something's ending, fading away. It might have been nice to have a bit of voiceover from our prior narrator, who hasn't spoke much in the latter portions of the game. Oh, they're not petals now, they're like pieces of confetti. And the dragon reigns triumphant over all, celebrating that it's managed to exert its power. Very black screen. With the fall of House Phoenicia, the Benarian Civil War was ended and a new era of prosperity began. Eden of Luneta assumed the title of Lord Regent, leading Artemesia's efforts to heal. Initially intended to be a transitional leader, Eden soon won the respect and love of the people, and his planned abdication was repeatedly postponed by popular demand. With the frantic pace of the war now behind them, Eden and Marshall found time to explore what lay between them, and a warm friendship soon blossomed into love. In time, Marshall became Lady Regent and focused her efforts on bloody hell game! It's all disappeared before I can read it all again! Seriously! I mean, I would have almost expected a click to continue there to read it. There we go. Lovely credits. Beautiful, wonderful names of all the magnificent people who've worked on this game. Edie and Stella founded the White Wind Trading Company, specialising in art, literature and recovered religious texts. Under Stella's management, it became one of the largest mercantile powers in the world, and at Edie's distance, it was drowned out by this bloody song with words in it. Albrecht accepted a position as head librarian of the new Royal Archives. Though he remained Eden's friend and advisor, he spent little time in the capital and lived much as he had in years prior to words disappearing off the screen again. Leonard returned to Lurier and embraced the well-deserved rest of normal life, and before long his new family. I hope he found his friend before the words disappeared. Though he would continue to provide the occasional counsel to both Eden and Marshall. Yeah, he's gone. Changed by his bashful death, Gilbert set out on a journey to locate the daughter he'd lost years before. He soon found her in Corsorinda, and the two repaired their relationship. Gilbert spent his remaining years by the seaside, telling words that disappeared. Johanna retired to a ranch in the countryside and looked like, yeah, she'd like that. Seriously, just let me stay up a little bit longer. In later years, the ranch expanded and soon became known as one of the finest riding schools in all Artemesia. Sarah opened a shop in the capital where she resided for the next several years, embracing the joys of city life and amassing a modest fortune. Eventually, she returned to Letter and became a respected leader, and it didn't disappear too quickly because I rushed it at an unbelievable speed. Clara stepped down as the leader of Eden's forces. In return for her service, she was given leadership over Linoy and a castle to go with it. Reigning under the title of Knight Commander, she strengthened ties with mercenary companies, assembled a new military and set them to recover words that had disappeared off the screen. Pablo returned home to Luneta a hero and purchased a local brewery. Maturin went with him. In later years, the pair would pen The Trials of the Dragon, a chronicle of the war. At 37 volumes, it all disappeared off the screen again before it could be read. Dane and Gabriel became travelling partners and set out on the road. They roamed from town to town as wanderers, Dane plying his healing talents to those in need, and Gabriel seeking out any opportunity to expand his knowledge and strength as a mage. Though many expected Andrea would settle down to a quiet life, they didn't know her well enough. With her sister, she soon surprised all with an abrupt disappearance. She spent the following years travelling the world and embarking on countless adventures, returning periodically somewhere. With newfound wealth, Lita returned to Faunach, where she settled a cozy homestead. Giuseppe, inspired by Eden's example, embarked on a voyage of self-discovery and chivalrous adventure. And that one actually stayed on long enough. Lavana, Dahlia and Karin retreated into the shadows, where they founded the Third Eye, a secretive, all-female order devoted to upholding peace by training initiates in the arts of dark magic, monster slaying and assassination. That might appear in a sequel game. Robert remained in the capital as one of Eden's closest advisors and became the leader of a local carpenters guild. In later years, he was named Master Builder and oversaw the construction of countless monuments. His greatest, Robin's Bridge, was remembered even though it disappeared off the screen. Francisco the Bold became Eden's mightiest general, his booming voice echoing through the halls of power for decades to come. He was renowned across Artemesia for his reckless bravery, unimpeachable honor, and bottomless love for probably for drink. But man, I'm gonna have to watch the video back and pause a lot to read the rest of those.
Hallo, hallo, thy victory rings. I yet await for thee.
Two things immediately come to mind there. The end. So, first off, what if the narrator's voice, which sounded similar to Gilbert, was actually press any key to save your completed game file and return to the title screen? Left mouse button does it. So I was going to say, completed game data has been saved. Fine. Well, I think this deserves some... I'm going to... autosave slot. Yeah, forget that for a moment. Let's go back here to camp for a moment. So we have a chance to walk around, look at things and speak. First off, I've finally reached the end of this game. It's been a long time coming, an awfully long time, and I've enjoyed almost every minute of it. There are many people who bought this game, got this game when it came out, like me, who sat down, played it for about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a bit longer, finished it in a month or two, and then they moved on with their lives. And, for that month or two, they enjoyed it a lot. Sometimes they'll look back fondly on the game, sometimes not so fondly. Me? I've enjoyed this game for like a solid 8 or 9 months or something, I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. And it's been highly enjoyable. Now, where was I going with this? So the voice at the end. One of the stories or documents, I'm not sure if it got a codex entry, was about a necromancer who became undead. Or was it a witch? Was it related to... I don't think it was related to the author of the book. Let's see if I can find it here. But there was something about a witch who had become an undead creature, possibly a ghost or some kind of lich, who could definitely be a villain in the second game. We also know that Eden would be a villain. Now that sounded closer to Ballastar's voice than to, and I hope that's not the case, than to Gilbert. So I don't think it was our original narrator. That being said, if our original narrator wasn't Gilbert and was instead, say, the Eidolon itself, right? The dragon Eidolon. That could make an awful lot of sense. No. Right. Wasn't this... Now. Bear with me on this, right? So, the Book of Malice from House Zerpiel. The youngest of their kin, Ceres, could never inherit land or title and so turned elsewhere for power. There's nothing here at all, and at last to members of their own family. The language here regarding Ceres is extremely gender neutral. I don't think that's some kind of political correctness thing of saying, oh, we don't want to define Ceres as a man or a woman, and it'll be like some freaky villain who'll be like, oh, I'm just Ceres, I'm not a man or a woman, I'm just no. I think it's because they honestly hadn't decided if they wanted the villain in the next game to be a man or a woman yet. Staying on the family's legacy, Ceres' name was erased from all records. The fate of their infernal grimoire... So, driving Ceres to madness... An insane necromantic villain, Ceres the Damned, in the second game could be quite potent. Could be a man or a woman, right? Could have been a boy or a girl who made the evil necromancer book and went insane. It could also be related to the Emperor's search for immortality, right? Could be. Might not be. I'm not sure what to say. I've enjoyed this game a lot, and I feel I should say a lot about it. It's definitely brought a lot of viewers to my channel. Has brought me some more subscribers, and I appreciate all of you who've come and stayed to watch and enjoy this game with me as I play along. If you only came for this game and you don't stick around afterwards, then hey, I really appreciate the time we spent here together. And if you want to stick around for whatever I might be playing and uploading next, I really appreciate that. That humbles me, and I'm grateful for your presence. This game has been very high on... it's been very high magic, but low fantasy. Which is interesting, because normally low magic goes with low fantasy, hand in hand. But low magic also works with high fantasy. Low fantasy tends not to have high magic. Now, these are literary and gaming terms. They do not mean that the magic is low powered or the magic is high in power. They mean the frequency or occurrence of magic. So, for example, Tolkien's setting of Middle-earth is low fantasy verging on mid fantasy. It's not high fantasy, because while the fantastical elements are quite fantastical, they're reasonably rare. You know, there's lots of humans. The orcs are quite common, and they bring it up from low fantasy to high fantasy. But things like the Ents, for example, they're in Mirkwood. They're not all over the world everywhere. Well, the Ent wives are somewhere because they went missing. The fantasy races tend to keep to their own and stay out of the affairs of men, like the elves and the dwarves tend to stay to themselves quite a bit. Middle-earth is also low magic. There's only like 5 wizards in the entire world. Well, the Astari are 5 wizards. There are a few other individuals with some degree of magic, like obviously the Maiar and the Valar. But your common everyday people don't walk around casting spells all the time. You know, this isn't that Piers Anthony novel, A Spell for Xanth, for example, where literally everyone knows at least one spell. Apart from Xanth, who doesn't have a spell, and by the end of he gets frustrated going around with, "Where's my spell? I want to find my spell. I can't find it." And eventually, he finds out that he has a spell, and he's been casting it the whole time, and he's immune to any harmful magic, and any harmful spells people try and cast on him just won't work and won't affect him. And he's been going around this whole time going, "Where's my spell? Where am I going to find it?" You know, so that's a very high magic. Another good example of high magic would be Forgotten Realms, where like every barkeeper and his son has saved the world at least twice and has a +1 sword. You know, magic weapons are everywhere, spells are everywhere. That's very Forgotten Realms kind of feel, right? Low magic, like extremely low magic, beyond Middle-earth, where even the wizards who have magic, it's powerful, right? But even they are reluctant to use it because it'll draw the attention of Sauron and his minions, which will then interfere with what they're doing. So, yeah, wizards in Middle-earth, they tend to use magic when it's necessary, not when they feel like showing off a bit. In this game, there have been a lot of enemy spellcasters, and a lot of spells used on the battlefield. This makes this game feel more like a medium to high magic setting, possibly even just pure high, not even medium. The fantastical elements have been rare. There have been some monsters. There's been no non-human races with civilization that we've interacted with. There's been the dawn of the creation of undead, right? We've come across a necromancer with a single undead minion, who was a powerful undead minion as a bodyguard. Very much feeling like the Mountain from Game of Thrones there. But we haven't exactly come across loads of ghosts and skeletons and zombies and things like that, right? The monsters we've encountered have been animals that were corrupted by the soul stones created by humans, burnt out relics left over from spellcasting. Let's walk around camp a little while I talk, just because I can. So, mankind has been responsible for the corruption of creatures into monsters. And there's some kind of story to tell there. Some kind of... fable. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. I went to story, then moral, then fable. But sure. Which could pay off later on. There could be characters interested in investigating the origin of monsters. We've also got this all-female group of monster hunters, dark magic users, and like huntresses who specialize in the protection of social order in the realm, who could easily be used as a contact group in a sequel game. I'm definitely feeling sequel vibes here. I didn't know about that ending. And we do know a few things. First off, a couple of people on the forums have definitely got the impression that the story of this game feels like a retelling of the origin of one of the Chinese dynasties back in the day. I'm okay with that, because honestly, it's not a story I was familiar with, and coming across it this way has actually got me interested in looking it up and finding more. There are things that definitely feel like part of a historical epic, like sending out whores into the enemy army to sow seeds of dissent, to say people are thinking of deserting, to spread lots of rumours about Elias deserting, which didn't really seem to ever amount to anything, and almost feels like an entirely failed endeavour, although it may have disrupted the normal everyday soldiers of the army to the point where it helped us win. We've had the death of allies along the way, and we've had the singing of the folk song to make the enemies feel homesick and want to just give up fighting and go home when they're hiding up on the mountain. That definitely feels like something from an old story. I think I would have liked it if the game was maybe a bit more Gemmel-esque. If you're familiar with the works of David Gemmell, then respect to you. Lovely author. David Gemmell was a British fantasy author who wrote a lot of popular books in the 1980s and 1990s and early 2000s. He passed away, sadly, some time ago. But his books are so good that actually there's a Gemmell Literary Award for fantasy authors that's like given out every year, I think. He did a great job. He basically did the whole everyone can die thing before George R.R. Martin did it. But without the obsession on the ruling classes. So George R.R. Martin is kind of like the Charles Lamb's Shakespeare. So Charles Lamb's stories of Shakespeare. Charles Lamb was an author who wrote summaries of Shakespeare plays. And he cut out any character who wasn't nobility. who was like minor, you know, anyone who was just like a commoner, a peasant or something, they were just cut out completely, and Lamb was only interested in what the nobles and kings and queens did. I mean, literally, when it came to A Midsummer Night's Dream, the rude mechanicals, right, were reduced to a single sentence. You know, Titania had a spell cast upon her and fell in love with a clown who was passing through the forest. Like, Bottom just gets a single sentence. And he's got a big part in that play. I wonder what he did with All's Well That Ends Well, where the common, unranked, you know, non-nobility men of the watch sort out all the trouble for the nobles, and like, oh, we've sorted that out now. So George R.R. Martin, a little bit Lamb's Tales of Shakespeare, a little bit too hung up on the nobility, and not enough on the effects their choices and decisions have on the normal everyday people, although he does, you know, put an element of that in there. Whereas, if David Gemmell had written Game of Thrones, it would have been a similar story, but told from the point of view of the common man, you know, the peasants, the normal people dealing with the consequences of the decisions the nobles have made. And it sounds like I need to step away for a moment, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Well, I've done what needed to be done. And I feel I kind of wandered a bit from my point. So yes, so a couple of things I'm going to say about a sequel. First off, this feels like people have mentioned the possible relation to an ancient Chinese tale of, was it the Han Dynasty or the Shu Dynasty, or one of the others? I can't remember. I'd have to go look it up, go look on the forums. I could have probably done that just now before I started recording, to be honest. Or I could blatantly just do this and shrink the game down for a moment, and because I put a copy of it in my upload notes of a series. Yeah, the Han Dynasty. So it's like the founding of the Han Dynasty. Now, I don't know much about that. As I said, I'm now interested in possibly finding out more. But I would also say, in regards to a sequel, that the game's lead developer has said he's got a lot more material that he could write up stories and make sequels with. And that if they do make a sequel, a Lost Eidolons 2, for want of a better title, then the main character would be Eden's daughter, which means Eden will have a daughter, however the game ends. And that'll be interesting. I'm not sure what happened to the daughter of the historical figure that Eden was based on, and how her life went and how eventful it was. I presume she had one. But it would make for an interesting different story, especially with the possibility of this Ceres villain coming back. Ceres could also possibly bring Battlestar back as some kind of undead Skeletor type figure to her He-Man. That'd be weird. Not entirely sure how that would play out. Overall, the feeling of the equipment of the warriors of the game feels late to high medieval, with some fantastical elements. That is, European medieval. The stories this game may be based on, I suspect, go back to an earlier period. So I think there was one or two moments in the game where something came up as some kind of technological innovation or new idea someone was going to try out that seemed a bit primitive or basic compared to a lot of the equipment that was already in use. So that was a bit odd. Oh, I know what I should do here. I understand how I should end this. How else? Alright. I think it's time for Eden to go find his old pal Robert and have a nice little bit of a chat. Oh, ending it with both Robert and Francisco, that's just brilliant, isn't it? That is perfect. We'll just go stand here. Never mind that little wooden... it's not really a bucket, is it? It's like a kind of circular trough, but there we go. Excellent. Well, I think the time has come to put this series to rest. It's been a great run. I've enjoyed it a lot. And while it probably won't be featured on the channel for at least a very long time, there's plenty of good things coming up. You know, Darkest Dungeon 2 came out recently, and while I'd like to finish the first game, and I got the impression I'm not too far off doing that, I'm looking forward to diving into the second one. There's also other things. I want to finish off Sorcery. I've got plenty of unfinished games on the channel to be getting on with, and in all honesty, I do have some work that needs to be done this week that I should attend to. So maybe I should focus on that for the next few days. Right, well, I think it's time for you all to go. I'll say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. And if you choose to come back to watch anything else, thank you even more so again. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. And if you come back, see you all next time. Cheerio.